I mean, I'll go to Taiwan too. I don't know why I said it like that. I was just trying to make a Nancy Pelosi joke. I can go to Taiwan whenever the fuck I want. Nancy Pelosi, on the other hand, going to Taiwan, kind of controversial. And that's our first story of today. So let's get started. Now, while this is happening on Twitter, this is happening in Taiwan. Now, I'll just say it like this. Taiwan number 1, China not even number 2. Okay? Shocked that the PLA put out such strong feelers. Said that they were going to fucking blow. I mean, that was just like some random guy who said like they would blow up Nancy Pelosi's plane or whatever. But like, I was expecting a little bit more movement, All they did was like put some tanks. All they did was just fucking move tanks around. What's happening? Anyway, China warned the U.S. will pay the price if Pelosi visits Taiwan, and then Pelosi still visited Taiwan.
This morning over House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's trip to Asia. She visited Malaysia overnight, and there are reports she may also go to Taiwan. That could anger China, which considers the sovereign island nation to be part of its territory. Nancy Cordes is at the White House. Nancy, good morning. What do we know?
Charlotte Clymer of the Human Rights Watch, my favorite person, dude. I swear to God. What an incredible poster. Just like neoliberalism and its violent tendencies wrapped up into one ex-military veteran trans woman, okay? I mean, just perfect. Like, this person literally is the walking billboard of Lockheed Martin gets to get an A+ in LGBT plus considerations. Like, literally, just she yas queen Nancy Pelosi, potentially causing like global conflict. Look at this. Speaker Pelosi landing in Taiwan to support their democracy, despite repeated warnings from Xi Jinping, is exactly the kind of energy we need right now. Jinping, if you visit Taiwan, you'll be playing with fire. Pelosi, anyway. Big speaker energy, badass. Same energy they had in Afghanistan. Oh, as much as I hate the Groiper Kekistan memes because they're so fucking whack, it is pretty funny when the Taliban make them. There's something incredible about like the Groiper Kekistani memes that like some fucking dude who still uses a Motorola Razr made on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, homie literally just left the cave. Straight up. Living in the fucking cave in the cold winter. Okay, barely surviving the treacherous conditions. Comes down to Kabul, is posting Groiper shit immediately. I love that. When will Pelosi tear up a copy of Xi's speech in Taiwan today? Yeah. That's what I want. That's the energy I want. What is this? Depressed podcast?
I need a Salua to finish that quest.
Why do you sound so sad?
It's a long story. My parents are getting a divorce, and it's all because of me.
You mean it's all because of you?
Nothing. I don't do anything. I just play games all day that I'm shit at.
Well, let's go try to find you a Salua. Maybe that'll cheer you up, alright?
Whoa! Can I have this?
Yeah, you need it for your task, right?
Oh, let's go!
Hell yeah,
He's gonna
man.
kill
Oh
him.
my gosh, let's go.
Congrats,
Maybe
bro.
my parents won't get divorced.
Yeah, maybe.
I knew it, dude. Yep. Divorce incoming. Classic. He did deserve it, though. Let's be real. Classic. Were people expecting China to start World War III? I don't know. It would have been kind of funny if Nancy Pelosi's plane got shot down. I'm just saying. Like think of the possibilities. I'm done already. Like, this shit's fucked up from top to bottom. You know what I mean? Like, It's gone. Like, it's done. It's just not. You know what? We're not. This is not going to be fixed, right? Like, what we are living in currently, the experiences that we have currently, it just sucks. Wait, see, look, someone in the chat just said Steven Crowder just called monkeypox the gay disease. Like, these guys are so desperate. Like, everyone is literally trying to run the same game. Oh, I'm going to say it's a gay disease. Okay. Oh, and then, people are going to get mad. Ooh, we're going to get the libtards mad. And then we own them. Great. Love that. It's awesome. Every day you wake up and it's just the same shit over and over again.
No.
What we know, Nate, is that the plane that had been carrying Speaker Pelosi's delegation took off from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia a couple of hours ago, but we don't know whether the speaker is on that plane. We don't know where it's headed, and she still hasn't confirmed.
That was straight up the worst fucking protein shake I've ever made. God damn, it was terrible. It was awful. New former Lockheed Martin employee popping off on Twitter. If we're dragging people for working for Lockheed, go ahead and hook me up to the truck because I work for them as one of my first jobs out of the Marine Corps. When you're a 23-year-old BIPOC vet. Wait, what does he mean, BIPOC? Like, does that mean he's black or indigenous? Why did he say, does that mean he's a POC? Like, why did he say BIPOC? God, okay, whatever. He's a bisexual person of color. Okay, vet with a family to feed, no degree, shit ton of military cert, and defense contracts will give you full benefits and good money right out of the military, and private sector companies won't even look at you. You tell me what you do instead. Sounds like you did something incredibly evil, and instead of realizing it and spending the rest of your life trying to atone for it, you've taken the easy, self-serving, nihilistic way out and decided to justify it. I'm sure old ex-Nazi camp guards would relate. This is such a bad take. I had to read it several times to realize you actually meant it. Do you know how common it is historically for people who participate in crimes against humanity appeal to it, but I had to because it benefited me? Do you know how common it is historically for the poor and marginalized to be fed to the war machine? Hey, what's the income cutoff below, which makes it okay to join the SS? I guess when the Peasants' Crusade did pogroms against Jews up and down the Rhineland, it was fine because they were peasants, right? Can't blame the poor soldiers that went to Pizarro to do genocide either. You're over here blaming the Chinese comfort women for supporting the Japanese war machine, but go off, I guess. Wait, what? Is he saying him working for fucking Lockheed Martin is equivalent to like being enslaved into sex slavery? What the fuck? That's a wild way to defend this. That is actually a wild way to defend that take. What did I say? What did I say yesterday, bro? Look, Twitter is for the jobless, okay? Twitter is for the no job having asses with Venmo and influencers and sex workers who's just trying to promote their shit, okay? Don't go on Twitter and talk about having a job. What the fuck's wrong with you? Especially if that job revolves around like building bombs that kill little brown children overseas, okay? Because they're going to eat your ass. They're going to eat your ass up in the QRTs, okay? Stop. Yeah, you feel conflicted because you worked at fucking, you worked at Lockheed Martin. This person would blame Murat for working at Boeing? Yes, except, guess what? Well, one, Murat only builds fucking satellites and spaceships and shit, okay? So he does cool work, at least. And two, because I would feel conflicted if he was building, bombs. I would not want him to do that. But also, two, Murat doesn't go on Twitter and talk about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you see Murat on Twitter being like, yeah, I fucking work at Boeing and I have no problem with that. Okay. That's that. Hey, guess what, dude? There are plenty of fucking engineers like Murat. Okay. There are plenty of engineers like Murat on the planet that just love to build shit Only opportunity they can build shit is Boeing. They want to do space shit, okay? You think he doesn't want to work for NASA? He loves NASA. He wants to work for NASA. You know what I mean? Satellites that help guide and designate munitions? No, it's internet satellites. So technically it would be like walled garden surveillance, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Of course, satellites are also being used for satellites also are used for surveillance, 100%. But guess what? That's like saying fucking that's like saying what do you call it? Fucking spaceships are just like ICBMs, you know what I mean? It is true. Similar energy. Tech can be used for ICBMs as well. Anyway, regardless, the point is, and this is the most important point, and you need to understand this. He doesn't post. He doesn't post. That's it. Don't post. Is it bad that I feel like China should do something? Like maybe not starting World War III, but showing up against the U.S. military? What the fuck are they going to do, bro? Were you crazy? You work for a small space company, and next thing you know, you're getting bought by Raytheon? Yeah, I mean, good luck. I mean, boys, I work for Jeff Bezos, straight up. I work for Jeff Bezos, okay? Sometimes I take marketing, sometimes I take, marketing dollars from corporations that probably not too great to their employees. It is what it is. And I fucking post. And people yell at me all the time. But I know they're going to yell at me all the time. So you just got to do what you can do. You got to make changes wherever you can. Son, can I have a small loan of $1 million? I've said this once before, but now as a vet, I'm poor as fuck. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What am I, a bank? Usury is a sin, motherfucker. The funniest part about people posting about Raytheon and Lockheed Martin and like defense contractors and shit, especially, is that like, given that it's America's only viable industry, every single loved one you know 10 years down the line is either going to be working for a defense contractor or just in the military. That's it. That's America's only viable jobs program. We got nothing else. Our entire fucking manufacturing dollars directly go to that. So either you're going to be like, fracking the fucking sweet, sweet earth cum, okay, which is the other output that we have, or you're going to be working for like a defense contractor or working for the military directly. You know what I mean? As a former military/defense contractor, I've made my peace with it, but I never post on Twitter about it or post on Twitter at all. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You will get your ass ate in the QRTs. Don't do it. I work for a movie studio, which is basically at this point just an offshoot of the defense industry. Yeah. If you work for a movie studio, at a certain point, you're just doing PR for the military. Like, but hey, guess what? Guess what, though? Another thing I always say is, look, at least it's good. You know what I mean? If you're making movies being like, America, fuck yeah. If you're making movies talking about like the Air Force or whatever, I'm going to watch it if it's good. So the least you can do is make it sick, okay? Anyway, straight people encountering actual gay people is always so funny. They don't know how to react. I'm into boys, but she's still really pretty. Bruh, that's really sus. Sir, I am gay. Caught in 4K. I caught you acting sus. I love that. I caught you, bruh. You were acting sus as hell. It's like, yeah, I was sucking a dick last night. Damn, that's hella sus. That's the sussiest, dude. I think this person is joking, though. This is funny. I like it. Funny interaction. Breaking. Dmitry Medvedev has written online that Russia will retake Ukraine. Ukraine is a fake nation. Russia will recreate the USSR. Russia will retake Georgia after UA. Russia will retake Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is currently executing a genocide against Russians. Nice. More unhinged posts. We need more unhinged posts from former leaders. Okay. He was hacked. It was confirmed. Bullshit. China just announced live fire exercises surrounding Taiwan between Thursday and Sunday, requesting ships and flights to avoid these areas. What the fuck? Bro, China is doing so much America shit. It's not even funny. God damn it. Everyone is so America, dude. Can everybody stop? Can all the other countries get your own shit, dude? Why? Why do you want to be America so bad? It's not cool. It's sick. Look at us. We're all fucking fat. We're all sick. We got no industry. It's so whack. You don't want to turn into us. Please. You do not want to turn into us, dude. Also, cultural appropriation. Michael. Everybody want to be America so bad. Meanwhile, we're just like fucked up. China is like America, but louder. America's the type of guy to whip his dick out in an alley to show off, and China's the type to do it in the middle of the road. Well, yeah, they're taking the smart route, basically encircling the island once Pelosi leaves. Hope that PR stunt was worth it. Bro, this is wild. I mean, come on, this is so stupid. America is playing such a dumb game here for no good reason besides saber rattling. I mean, this is my take as well. So, Taiwan sits as such a key point for semiconductor and chip production for America, which in and of itself is one of the funniest and dumbest decisions capitalists could have made. You'd think they'd realize high-tech manufacturing is something you want to hold close. Not only that, but also, like, you could have just not rocked the boat. You know what I mean? You could have just not rocked the boat. You didn't have to fucking tilt the scales. You could have not rocked the fucking boat. Okay? You could have totally just done the thing that you've always done, which is, you know, fund the Taiwanese military, and that way you get to get a fat fucking contract out for, you know, all of your old surplus weapons that didn't get sold. You give it to the fucking Taiwanese, okay? Everybody's fucking happy. You still go along with like the one China policy, okay? Just like China is going along with it. People in Taiwan are fucking happy. 60% are like, please, just don't fuck this up, please. But no, America has to fuck everything up. Like, literally, they have to. They straight up have to. They're like, no, I can't stop myself. I love war. I love war. Just like I love the top of the hour ad break. Which at the top of the hour comes and goes. And if you no longer want to see those fucking ads, dude, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Okay? By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month. That Twitter person is wrong. Manufacturing happens in Taiwan because TSMC is fucking goated. They make the best chips, billions and billions of them. I just don't get it. I 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 don't get it. It's like, I was talking to Noah Coleman about this. Yesterday. It's like, I mean, I do get it, but it's just like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. We are, the defense contractors are making enough money, dude. They're making enough money. Why do you have to fuck shit up? Things are fine, okay? Things are fucking fine. Like, you know how I know things are fucking fine? You know how I know things are fucking fine? First of all, I'm going to run the ad break right now. If you no longer want to see those, by the way, all you need to do is subscribe. You can also get gifted a sub if you're like, here's a 1 minute ad break now. God damn it, HasanAbi Productions. Why you got to expose me like this? Hasan was spotted on Nancy Pelosi's flight amid concerns of her trip to Taiwan. That's true. America is like a bad dog, dude. You just like, you want to educate your dog. You love your dog. You want to make sure that this bad dog is like, you know, they learn and they're trained well and they stop biting. And then there's like a brief moment where like the dog has gotten older and you're like, finally, we got to like, you know, an older age where the dog is still chill. It's like, nah, still gonna bite you. Fuck. I can't stop myself. It's like the fucking scorpion meme. You know what I mean? The scorpion and the frog. Like, you knew what I was. When you put me on your shoulders, you knew what I was. You know? Yeah, Trump's scorpion meme. It's like this. Meme, it's called a fable. Shut up, bitch. Fable, meme, it's the same shit. It just makes no goddamn sense. Didn't someone say yesterday that Nancy Pelosi's district includes a sizable Asian population? Do you think that she's simply doing this to pander to them among other reasons? Bro, Nancy Pelosi is like 897 years old. Okay? She's been in politics in that fucking district for 890 of those years that she's been alive. Okay? Why in the ever-loving fuck do you think she needs to like do anything? She doesn't need to go to fucking Taiwan to, oh man, she's really in a hot seat there. Wow, real competitive district. What's gonna happen? Shahid Buttar? Is that who's gonna fucking take her down? Who's gonna primary Nancy Pelosi in her like plus 97 fucking Nancy Pelosi district? Huh? Also comes from the insecurity of the CCP, even slight fucking pushback, and they start acting like a little bitch. Shot him, Freuda. I'm sorry, okay? Sometimes you have good posts, but you being Indian in this situation is definitely clouding your judgment a little bit, okay? Even slight fucking pushback, and they start acting like a little bitch. They have been literally doing this all over South and Southeast Asia. No, he just like every time anything like India adjacent comes up, he just fucking loses his shit. And plebeian wisdom, who fucking did the white monkey thing in China as an expat, and fucking hates China and constantly is like CIA posting in here about China all the goddamn time. Yeah, I know my fucking dumbass neolib chatters. I'm not a white monkey. Yeah, I know. You went to college there, okay? Or whatever the fuck you did. Okay. Please look at this fable I made on Twitter. Fucking idiot. Yo, check out my Twitter fable, dog. Okay. Pepela about Andrew Tate. Yeah, I know. I know he fucked Jordan Peterson's daughter in 2020. I know. I know that. In the middle of her father's hospitalization, Michaela left her husband and dad to travel around Romania with Andrew Tate, a massage pickup artist and webcam pimp who runs the scam website and thinks that depression doesn't exist. She said she liked top quality meat. You're such a brat, it's unbelievable. I mean, that is respect. I do respect that. That's like one of the few things that I respect about Andrew Tate. God mode, the elite Playboy tactics of Tristan Tate. Because I catch up on the news in Asia, China is the local hegemon here, and they do what America does here. I've never criticized them for being communist, only imperialist. I am a little jealous of that. I'm a little jelly bean on that. Okay, shut the fuck up. Bro, the world is going to fucking collapse in like the next, I don't know, like 10 years due to how uninhabitable certain parts of the planet are going to get as a consequence of climate change. No more agricultural production. Sea levels are fucking rising. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, I think everyone's just trying to have fun. They're just trying to do like what they love doing. You know what I mean? Like, Nancy Pelosi loves doing shit like this. I guess she just loves saber rattling. And she's like, I'm going to have fun. I'm a girl boss. Let me do it. Like, fuck you.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi walking down the steps of her official U.S. government airplane.
Here, before we get to this, actually, let's just watch the
that
original.
She does indeed intend to visit Taiwan. But Chinese officials once again this morning are warning her not to go. A spokeswoman there saying, quote, the U.S. side will bear the responsibility and pay the price for undermining China's sovereign security interests. There are also reports from the region that Chinese warplanes are behaving provocatively this morning, flying right along the median line in the center of the Taiwan Strait. White House officials are urging China not to overreact. Here's Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
If the speaker does.
It's so funny. They're like, come on. She's just crazy, bro. She's just crazy. Please, China. They're like, please. She's just a speaker, bro. We don't have any control over her. She's crazy. She's just crazy. You know how it is. Come on. You got a broad at home too, right? Come on. You know how they get sometimes. Like, that's literally the White House position has been, unironically, the White House position on this matter has been, we have no control over the speaker. This is not like a sanctioned thing. If she wants to go, she can, but like, understand that this is not like, we can't do anything. We can't do anything about it. Like, she can kind of go if she wants to.
Does decide to visit, and China tries to create some kind of crisis or otherwise escalate tensions, that would be entirely on Beijing.
Congressional delegations to Taiwan are not unusual. There have been several others just this year to show support for that island democracy.
Didn't see your live noti on your IG story? Is it bugged or did you not do one today? It didn't upload for some fucking weird reason. I don't know why. I just looked at it. That is when it comes to organized action, the HasanAbi head war room. Yeah, I saw this last night. True. A Nancy Pelosi stan who's like, thanks for going to Taiwan, absolute weirdo shit. No, I love that. That's my favorite type of poster on the internet. People who are like, you're doing the best, Sweaty, keep it up. You're doing incredible, Sweaty, please, girl boss.
But it is very rare for very high-ranking U.S. officials to visit Taiwan, given the ambiguity over China's claim.
Friend of the show doesn't agree. For what it's worth, I don't believe for a second that Pelosi would be in Taiwan without Biden being cool with it. Separation of powers. Who are you? Montague? What is this? AP U.S. history? Grow up. Problem? Nancy Pelosi's policy for 30 years has basically been that we should treat China like we treat Cuba. Solution: add Mandarin subtitles to Schoolhouse Rock. Airlift DVDs to Beijing. Oh, that's awesome. Pretty clear that president made a decision about how he was going to deal with Pelosi's trip. A sort of have your cake and eat it too diplomatic two-step of tell Pelosi not to go, but not have the president tell her. You should see the Copen anger happening on Chinese social media. Yeah, here's the problem. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Like, maybe we shouldn't rock the boat. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm crazy. But, like, here's what one thing I will tell you. You want to know how this shit is, like, fucking lame? Okay? Even the same globeheads aren't, like, chiming in, talking about, like, Taiwanese liberation is an absolute necessity right now. Like, what is the CIA on fucking summer vacation? I am genuinely shocked that I haven't seen a million fucking globetard Twitter heads popping off, chiming in, talking about how important it is for emancipation for the Taiwanese people that, like, you know, we have to do this. We have to wage war with China, actually. What's going on? Where are my fucking posters? Even the fucking neolibs are like, maybe we shouldn't fuck with China. Even the neolibs are like, I don't know, man. Is there a fucking reason why we're doing this? That's crazy. That is actually wild. Like, you don't even see the people. Because, like, this time it matters is usually the attitude that you get from mainstream media and everyone that loves watching mainstream media, and then they're repeating those talking points on Twitter. Okay? This time it matters. It's the most important thing. It's like as though, like, Taiwanese people were fucking dying yesterday. You know what I mean? As though, like, the Chinese grip of power over Taiwan is so devastating that, like, they're just murdering Taiwanese people every fucking day. No, they're not. They're not. Everybody's like, please don't rock the boat. Please don't rock the boat. Please don't rock the boat. And then America's like, no, we should rock the boat. We're going to fucking rock the boat. That's the only thing I can do. Right? It's just like, dude, you couldn't get your rocks off in Ukraine. It wasn't enough. Like, no, we need another one. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Let's just do one, like, direct. What is this from Xi Jinping? Can you believe what we just did to Nancy? Citizen, just a few moments ago, we shot down Nancy Pelosi's plane. She's gone for all time. Sayonara. So imagine my surprise when I found out from our People's Liberation Army leaders that you still haven't donated. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It is. Yeah, obviously it's not Chinese. This is a joke. Top Xi! Yes! Top Xi be like, Nancy, typical beach. Bet she doesn't even drink regular government water. Bet she doesn't even drink sparkling water. Oh no, Top Xi. That's so good. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi, typical social bitch. Always trying to yap on about. Always trying to go out with her girlfriends. Trying to go to clubs. You know how many dicks are out in Taiwan? Millions. Oh, this is just the most brain-broken political commentary, dude. Holy shit. Okay, all right. Please VIP that chatter. He saved my day. What do you mean? He's my mod. Oh, Jesus. Same shit happened when Top G went in 1997. Yeah, except do you think China in 1997 is the same as China in 2022? there's a bit of a there's a bit of a difference in the countries that you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's like the most critical, you just described the most critical years in Chinese contemporary history, like for their development. That's what happened in those couple decades, okay? Wait, what did this guy say? We missed him. What? It's so sad that 2.1 million people support you. I'm going to get timed out because the libs hate the truth. Wait, what? Come on, Lake McGroove. You sniped them, but this is like a pet. This is a good pet. This is a fun pet. I want to see what this guy has to say. Here's why I love American politics, especially when we look at foreign policy, which is universal for Americans, right? Like, foreign policy is bipartisan. But this is why I love American politics, because that's a conservative right there, okay? And he came into this chat, watched me shit on Nancy Pelosi for like the past hour, didn't understand a word I was saying, and just thought that I'm like a lib, and turned around and was like, yeah, you fucking libs, you hate the truth. Yeah, you fucking libs, you hate the truth. Like, what do you mean, brother? They tried to time me out, Lamau. Cutie Dallas 77. Well, I untimed you out, so shut the fuck up. They didn't even time you out. They banned you. Sure sound like a lib to me. You're not calling for the immediate execution of queer teachers, so fucking libtard, that's right. Isn't a ban just an indefinite timeout? I love that tweet. Wait, fuck, I missed it. You millennial leftists who never lived one day under a nuclear threat can now reflect upon your woke sky. You made quite a non-binary fuss to save the world from intercontinental ballistic tweets. That's right. Who said that? Who was it that tweeted that beautiful tweet? If we don't continue to reaffirm our commitments to Taiwan's defense, China will be emboldened to attack it. Sending Pelosi is a purely diplomatic mission. Only China is saber-rattling. What? It's a direct violation of the same policy that we have agreed to for many, many years. What the fuck are you saying right now? It is... Dude... I mean, homie doesn't think America can ever do wrong. That's just it. That's just being Ameribrained. You know what I mean? Oh, it was Clay Higgins? Classic. A poet. You're right. That's awesome. You think this could cause World War III? I mean, I just don't have any faith that, like, this is...
Came to the island, and if Speaker Pelosi does indeed visit Taiwan, she'll be the first U.S. House Speaker.
Oh, he just said, bro looks like a virgin? That's all he's got? Bro just looks like a virgin. Tate destroyed you, Lamau. Brother, we're not talking about Tate right now, okay? We're talking about fucking Top Xi, the real Top Xi. You know what I mean? Name, Xi Jinping. I urge you to learn more about the real Top Xi, okay? You know how many Bugattis he could have if he wanted to? Literally all of them. He could own every Bugatti on the planet if he wanted to.
Speaker to do so in 25 years. Vlad, I'm told we'll know more about her travel plans by mid-morning.
That was earlier in the morning. And then she fucking landed in Taiwan.
And in just a second here, we'll set foot on Taiwanese territory. The first time a U.S. Speaker of the House has visited Taiwan since
Since 1997.
1997. That was
When Newt Gingrich did it, okay? It's just like the most annoying people in politics liked going to Taiwan when they're Speaker of the House, by the way. Like, absolutely the most annoying, worst fucking people.
Newt Gingrich at the time, of course, a Republican during the Clinton presidency.
Will you create a Xi Jinping is bad banner for your stream? No, because he's not. I'll create a Xi Jinping is good. Brother, I'm trying to defect. Okay? What do you mean? Did you not hear? Did you not hear what I was, preaching yesterday, dude? I'm trying to be on a fucking high-speed rail, dude. I'm just trying to, just give me that one time.
Will Ripley, he is in Taipei for us. Tell us how Taiwan has been preparing for this.
Well, they certainly haven't been telling us anything publicly on the record, reportable in cite, that we can cite. But we have been piecing together, speaking with sources, checking information that's been in, various local media. So here's how we can kind of, we assume, we believe, based on our reporting, that this is going to go down. So we have the foreign minister, Joseph Wu, who's there greeting Speaker Pelosi right now. And then, she may do a few more informal meet and greets at the airport. But it is, almost 11 o'clock at night here. And so she'll be heading to her hotel. We believe it's a hotel right near Taipei 101, which, as you mentioned just a few minutes ago, has been lit up with a welcome message saying that Taiwan loves the U.S. And then also saying Speaker Pelosi. That would be the most public demonstration that we've seen, welcoming the speaker. Other than that, it's been radio silence from the president's office on down. Not even reporter questions are being answered by the Ministry of Defense. It was Chinese state media, unusually, that talked about the Chinese planes that may have been flying towards the median, the dividing line on the Taiwan Strait, that a line that, by the way, China has never agreed to recognize. This is they don't think they think they can fly anywhere they want. They think that Taiwan is a province of their country, even though the communist rulers have never controlled it. But yet you have now Nancy Pelosi, one of the highest level officials to visit, as you mentioned, 25 years, very long time since Newt Gingrich back in '97. Second in line to the presidency. She will be meeting with Taiwan's president tomorrow. She will be meeting with members of parliament. And we also assume she might be doing some other meetings with business leaders here as well, because, as you mentioned, the chip manufacturers, the semiconductors. She might visit some, historical sites. If she's going to be spending perhaps a full day here, there's going to be a lot of things that could happen that could make China pretty unhappy. But the big unknown is, how are they really going to show that? Are just going to get propaganda videos, which would be in bluster, which is fine.
Dude, I love when someone says, oh, they're just going to get propaganda videos as you're on CNN. Unironically, the fucking, the name of the article that this fucking video footage is featured on, the article title is U.S. Speaker, earlier in the day at least, was like, China behaving belligerent, China behaving belligerently, China behaving in a belligerent manner. Carter has a pretty base take about this. I heard the plane had to land because our milkers were so big they didn't account for the fuel. Okay, stop, dude. No, we got to stop talking about Nancy Pelosi's magumbos, okay? Because every time we talk about it, it undermines the overarching message that she's like an awful person. Nice free speech. Why would I get banned for telling the truth? See, this guy, not funny. I'm going to ban him. Just for fun. People think it's free speech in a fucking Twitch chat. I heard she landed because she did not miss the top of the hour break. We already ran it. Okay. So, can you broadly reintegrate your stance on Taiwan issue? I'm getting some mixed signals, I feel. The mixed signal is, don't fucking rock the boat. Do not fucking stick your goddamn annoying ass nose and also magumbos into areas that you should not be sticking your nose into. Is that a good enough? Is that a good enough fucking analysis over the situation? Just stop. Why? Why do you gotta fuck shit up? Why you gotta fuck shit up every fucking day, dude? Every goddamn day that another Amerifat is born is another opportunity for another Amerifat who's older to fucking destroy the world for that newly born Amerifat. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just what the fuck's wrong with you? Just mind your business. That's lame foreign policy. Nobody will die if we do nothing. Like Nancy Pelosi going in to Taiwan, okay, is a very clear-cut violation of like America's policy with Taiwan, which is the same as Taiwan's policy with China, which is the same as China's policy with Taiwan, is the most idiotic thing you can do as a Speaker of the House for no fucking reason. Like literally. No reason. No reason to do this. Go solve some fucking American issues, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? I hate it. I hate American politicians so much. They're so disgusting. They're so immoral. They're so corrupt. They're such dog shit, pieces of garbage motherfuckers, dude. Like literally. And half of them have dementia. Why are you defending Chinese imperialism? Did you just not hear what I just said? Oh, it started. I was waiting for it, and now it's here. Chinese imperialism. Chinese imperialism. Oh, my God. China is doing imperialism on Taiwan. China is doing imperialism on Taiwan. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about Ukraine either, okay? Shut up. Time for the China bag cube. No, I'm not putting that cube up. No, we're back. We're back. All the same fucking neolibs who like despised me because they were like, Hasan loves Vladimir Putin. Hasan loves Vladimir Putin. Hasan loves Vladimir Putin. Are now fucking turning around and being like, Hasan loves Xi Jinping. Hasan is a big fan of everything that China has done. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. It's wonderful, dude. Yeah, guess what, dude? Your dad is not going to get fucking dialysis and die, okay? And part of it is because Nancy Pelosi's too busy fucking up shit in Taiwan. So have fun with that future, okay? There you go. You're never going to be able to pay for your fucking health care. You're never going to have a meaningful job that actually offers you a meaningful living wage. Meanwhile, you'll be posting a lot from your parents' fucking home before it gets foreclosed in the inevitable economic collapse, right? So you're still in your fucking Connecticut basement, right? Posting up a storm about how much of a globe cuck you are. Meanwhile, your dad's going to get fucking fired. They're not going to be able to keep paying the mortgage. The house is going to get foreclosed on. The bank is going to own it, put it into their fucking gigantic portfolio of a million other exactly the same looking houses on the block, okay? You're going to live in a fucking shitty-ass apartment for the rest of your life. But hey, guess what, dude? You're defending Taiwanese independence. You know what I mean? It sucks. It sucks. You got it, though. Keep posting, dude. Why do I got to get the strays? I'm on your side. Everybody chill the fuck out. You understand that is our future. If you understand that is our fucking future, then you also understand that this kind of posturing is completely unnecessary. Okay? That is what is infinitely frustrating about the predicament at hand. That is what I'm annoyed by. Okay? Anne! Anne! Kapı! Shit. Wonder what all these globeheads think America's stance on Cuba even worse because Cuba is its own country? Oh, don't even get me fucking started on that shit. Not even Taiwanese people care as much as globeheads on Twitter. No, but like it doesn't matter because Taiwan is so fucking far away. So just like every other country, there are people in Taiwan that obviously want full-blown liberation from Chinese control. But the majority of Taiwanese people just want things to not get fucked up, okay? They don't want the scales to be tilted in any direction that would then end up increasing tensions between China and Taiwan, and then would actually end up causing issues for Taiwan in the long run. Okay? Ne geldi? Kimden? Benim adım var mı? Bakayım bir. Nah, Taiwan cares about independence. It's 70-30. They're here. We already started. No, dude. 60% of Taiwanese people, at least according to all the fucking polls I've seen, literally just say they don't care about it one way or the other. They just don't want fucking tensions to increase with China.
A rhetorical escalation is fine. What nobody wants to see, I think, Jim, is for that to evolve from a rhetorical escalation into an actual confrontation militarily or economically, frankly.
Again, there you see her now, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She has arrived, greeted, as Will was saying, by the Taiwanese Foreign Minister, Joseph Wu. We should note this is not an official visit. As
the funniest part about it is that, like, you saw what the United States of America did with Ukraine. If you are if you're Taiwanese, okay, if you're Taiwanese and you watch what the fuck happened to Ukraine, understand that, like, the United States is not going to have your back, okay? They don't have their back. They don't have the backs of anybody. They just only care about, they don't even care about their own citizens, man. We're killing each other out here. In fucking Georgia, a Georgia court literally said you cannot bar weapons in a fucking concert. Like, you have to be able to bring weapons. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that happened this week. You think America gives a shit about its own citizens? No, motherfucker. Why the fuck would they care about you in Taiwan? You dumb bitch. They don't give a fuck. It's just they're going to sell more guns. They're going to destabilize a foreign adversary. Stop saying concert on public property. Shut the fuck up. Do you understand? Do you get it? Anyone who wants to defend Taiwan should spend a day in a trench in Ukraine around the Bakhmut area. Dude, that's what I'm saying. There's like fucking hundreds of Ukrainians dying every fucking day in trench warfare in eastern Ukraine right now, okay? That's what the fuck's up. That's what happens when the media stops hyper-focusing on that individual instance, that individual fucking, action that our foreign adversaries engaging in. They'll just funnel fucking guns into your country and fuck off because that's our ultimate goal. You're dumb as fuck if you think they care. If you think that they're going to, like, defend Taiwan. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about Ukraine. They don't give a shit about Taiwan. They don't give a fuck.
As it were, they're treating it more like a normal visit, a congressional delegation, of which we should note there have been several, comprising both Democratic and Republican lawmakers in recent months. The difference here is that this is the Speaker of the House, third most powerful, arguably, person in the U.S. government, and that is a fact that Chinese leaders take very seriously, second in line to the presidency. We have Selena Wang in Beijing. Now that this has happened, Selena, have you seen any reaction or heard any reaction from Chinese officials or state media?
Well, we have just heard from state media that there are some PLA fighter jets that are crossing the Taiwan Straits. We have not confirmed how far they're going to take that. Of course, China has been regularly sending warplanes around Taiwan's self-declared air defense zone. So we have not confirmed where that's going to go. Most experts have been speaking to say we
and
could
then had
see
to
a
correct
mixture
herself.
of
She said China's airspace. Taiwan's airspace. Fuck. Fuck is this? Hi. Holy shit. Anyway, difference between Taiwan and Ukraine is the chip manufacturing industry, though. The U.S. has serious problems when they lose that. Yeah, I know. Genuine question. If China doesn't think the U.S. will protect Taiwan, why won't they invade? Because she hates the CCP since 1991. Search about that. And she's 82 years old. She just wants to do what she always wanted to do before she dies. I don't think it's like I don't think it's like an individual act like that. Yeah, latest footage circulating on Chinese social media, WeChat, shows armored vehicles on the move in the southern Chinese city of Xiamen as U.S. Speaker Pelosi is reportedly headed to Taipei. Yeah, I mean, they're just like posturing and shit. Here it is. Wait, you're gonna just skip that question about why they haven't invaded? I don't think it's because America's backing them. I think it's because it's just not a problem. It is not an issue. On God, Taiwan was kind of an L, but it's an L China needs to accept. What do you mean? Maybe China should visit Hawaii. Bro, last time I said this, every single fucking neolib got so mad at me. I literally said this exact same thing. I said if Chinese officials landed in Hawaii, gave them weapons, and told them to break away from the U.S., what would happen? I said this. And Puerto Rico. And then, yeah, not the same. What the fuck? There you go. Please don't say there's no way they'll invade Taiwan. I'm not saying that at all, brother. I learned my lesson, okay? You think I'm going to come out and be like, China's not invading Taiwan? What are you, fucking crazy? First of all, they might. Okay? So there's that. There is that. Like... And secondly, I'm not saying shit, okay? Half these motherfuckers don't care about war efforts, emancipation, liberation, any of that shit. They just care about like fucking being like, haha, YouTuber was wrong. And my YouTube daddy said he was wrong. But I'm not saying any of that, okay? What if China came to my house in Oklahoma and gave me and the Cherokee Nation some new toys? I mean, hey, who knows? Spicy, but... Have you watched a real-life lore vid about China's catastrophic oil and gas problem? Oh, my God, I have not. By the way, this conflict right here, what Nancy Pelosi is doing... is unironically one of the more consequential fucking problems for the gaming world, okay? All of you motherfuckers are going to be directly impacted by this. If chip production is fucked in any capacity, remember what happened. Remember what the fuck happened like during COVID, because everyone was like, I can't wait. I can't wait to fucking do some Bitcoin mining. Oh my God. Like, you're not getting your fucking GPUs, dog. China won't even back Philippine Maoist guerrillas. I don't think they're going to go back to sponsoring guerrillas. Yeah, China is kind of whack with it. They are being kind of fake friends about that, for sure. China's starting to make their own X96 86 chips so they don't have to rely on Taiwan and TSMC anymore. That vid is pure neolib xenophobia. I'm buying a new GPU ASAP now that the prices come down before the shit is crazy. Gamers have been getting fucked by crypto bros for years. Most common GPU on Steam is still like a 1060. Anyway, let's finish
economic
off this.
coercion that Will was talking about, as well as potentially diplomatic coercion. Of course, China.
Second in line to the presidency. We have Selena Wang in Beijing. Now that this has happened, Selena, have you seen any reaction or heard any reaction from Chinese officials or state media?
Well, we have just heard from state media that there are some PLA fighter jets that are crossing the Taiwan Straits. We have not confirmed how far they're going to take that. Of course, China has been regularly sending warplanes around Taiwan's self-declared air defense zone, so we have not confirmed where that's going to go. Most experts I've been speaking to say we could see a mixture of economic coercion that Will was talking about, as well as potentially diplomatic coercion, including a show of this military force in the build-up to this moment. Some of that also coinciding with celebrations for China's Military Day. We have seen more of these drills happening around China's seas, including in the province that is closest to Taiwan. We've also seen this rhetorical escalation around preparing for war in these military propaganda videos, but
the most fun outcome would be Brandon and the VP suddenly die and then blammo, the president is in Taiwan. I mean, that would be fucking insane. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Xi Jinping heart attack gun executed, okay? And then all of a sudden they kidnapped the American president in Taiwan. They black bag her. Now China controls America. Just saying, dude. They do the Havana syndrome poop. The Havana syndrome poop attack gun is real. Okay, turns out the CIA was right. The Havana syndrome pooping gun was real. They make Brandon poop himself so much that he dies. And then same with Kamala Harris. And then boom, all of a sudden, who's the next president? Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. What happens to Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi in Taiwan? Black bagged. Boom. Bro, you just wrote a Tom Clancy novel? Women don't poop, idiot. Fuck, that's right. You're right.
Do not believe China would engage in any sort of direct hostile action in response to this visit. But the concern is that with all of the military hardware on the ground, how does that increase the risk of a miscalculation here? The other key questions are the ramifications of this. They're going to last far beyond her actual visit there. How could this increase China's coercion of Taiwan moving forward in the coming years?
All right, we're going to talk about America killing dude,
On
America
Saturday,
is so washed,
my
bro.
direction.
All right, all
The
eyes
United
to the
States
east. Nancy,
successfully
thank you as
concluded
always.
an
We appreciate it.
America
it's a bit dark
is
there
so
as we watch this, but
America is so incredibly fucking washed, dude. There's more to this news coverage. Hold on. We already covered this part.
Increase China's coercion of Taiwan.
Her arrival. She's now explaining why she is in fact going to Taiwan, defying the Chinese.
Okay, there's more to it. Sorry, I want to hear more about the CNN analysis. I want to hear more about that, about what's going on, or what Nancy Pelosi intends to do. We already covered this, but talking about escalating military tensions like it's the new Beyonce album. Speaker Pelosi is landing in Taiwan to support their democracy, despite repeated warnings from Xi Jinping, is exactly the kind of energy we need right now. Hashtag Taiwan. What the fuck is going on, bro? Is it why is it? This is what happens when the Lockheed Martin copywriters are all like fucking neurodivergent Tumblrinas. You know what I mean? Unironically, this is what happens. Like every single person is like, I have imposter syndrome and ADHD. You don't know what you don't know the kind of oppression and struggle I faced in my life, sweaty. Okay, so then they write the fucking copy, and then all the copy just looks like this. Maybe the conservatives are right, dude. Because, look, Yale, as we know, is basically a scouting. It's like a farming operation for the CIA. Same with Harvard, all those other places. They all get people from out there. Okay, that's who they want. They want warmongering libs. And when you have warmongering libs, the way that they're going to fucking warmonger is going to be in the most lib way possible. What does this have to do with Lockheed Martin? I was talking about it yesterday. Worth remembering that Nancy Pelosi isn't creating any tension in visiting Taiwan. The Chinese Communist Party is creating any tension here by responding to the prospect of her visit with vague and violent threats. Tyrants don't get to muzzle diplomacy between democracies. Finish cat game and alien. We're starving, bro. Hashtag Taiwan. This motherfucker took his debating to the next level and is just copy pasting other dumbass chatters now to get my attention. The lips triggered me today on this Taiwan shit. Like, they don't even know how to be anti-war. I just, like, the way I see it, I'm confused on your stance in general in this situation. Do you have any geopolitical take? Or are you more focused on the folks whose lives will be affected by rocking the boat? I mean, even when I give you a geopolitical take on fucking war, I always cover it by who is going to be affected by rocking the boat. What do you mean? That's always the most important thing. It's like, do you think I care about fucking storefronts being burned down, or do you think I care about the people that own said storefronts if they're family owned? You know what I mean? Like, I have never in a single moment in my life ever talked about like something or defended a concept on its institutional boundaries. It's always about who gets fucked over. I think Taiwan would kick the shit out of China if something did break out. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Historically, they've always done that. Anyway.
Communist leadership's demands. She says that the congressional delegation's visit is part of the unwavering commitment to support Taiwan's vibrant democracy. She goes on to talk about how this is part of a broader trip to the region. They're going to Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. They're focused on economic partnership.
Bro, this is literally like Fish back in the day, my dog. Like, when I told him not to go to a certain area because there's food there, you know what he would do? Okay? He would act like he's like sniffing around other areas. He was like, oh yeah, you told me not to go near the fucking food, which is fine. I'm not going to go near the food. I'm just smelling in the region of the food. You know what I'm saying? And then slowly but surely inch towards it. The moment that I fucking turn around and he's directly on top of the fucking food. Every dog does this. Every puppy does this, except puppies are fucking cute and not genocidal psychopaths. Like, oh, I'm not just going to Taiwan. I'm going to Singapore. You know what I mean? Oh man, like I'm just visiting the region. You know what I mean?
And democratic governors, because she says that America's solidarity with the 23 million people of Taiwan is more important today than ever as the world faces a choice between autocracy and democracy. And then she goes on to talk about how their visit she defends their visit. She says she says this is in no way in violation with America's policy towards Taiwan, which is a way to push back against the criticism from the Chinese government about this trip, saying that, she says in the statement, our visit is one of several congressional delegations to Taiwan, and it is in no way contradicts long-standing United States policy guided by the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979. The U.S.-China joint communiques and the 6 assurances. And she goes on to say the United States continues to oppose unilateral efforts to change the status quo. So defending this trip, explaining that it is not, in her view, any breach of U.S. policy in its handling of
Yeah, in her view, it's not. You know what I mean? It's just like, in her view. be honest, I don't care. She should be at home trying to fix shit here. Yeah, no. Guys, Nancy Pelosi already fixed all the problems in America. That's why that's why she's playing hard mode. You know what I mean? She's like, let's go. Let's go. Let's do more. Let's create additional geopolitical crisis. You know what I'm saying? Taiwanese chatters screaming right now. Really? Like for what? In Glee, they're like, yes, queen. I'm in Hasan. I'll have you know, I am not in Idaho and I'm in Taiwan right now. And I'm welcoming Nancy Pelosi. She's really gonna, after seeing what happened in Ukraine, I'm totally realizing that America will have Taiwan's back. Announcements from China in the past few hours are right in line with what we anticipated in reaction to the visit in Taiwan by Speaker Pelosi. We expect they will continue to react over a longer-term horizon. U.S. does not seek and does not want a crisis. Bro, she's literally fucking it up. She's Nancy Pelosi off the fucking bean, dude. That is some real girl boss shit. That's awesome. That's great. That's fucking awesome. You can't back out once you announce the visit. Dictators will push further if they see weakness. Yeah. She has not much time on this earth. Better get something going before it's too late. Things are not
Taiwan,
great.
but explaining why she is there to promote democratic values and to say the United States stands with the people of Taiwan.
Okay. Manu, stick with me as well. Let's get over Kylie Atwood now. She's got more on this. This statement from Pelosi, this declaration, right as she's landing and touching down, Kylie, will be a welcome addition to the conversation from the State Department.
Yeah, that's right. And what she is saying in part in this statement mirrors what we have heard from the Biden administration over the last 24, 48 hours, with officials, including the Secretary of State, making the argument that, look, Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan isn't unprecedented, saying that other members of Congress have visited Taiwan, even a Speaker of the House visited Taiwan.
Yeah, in 1997, shut the fuck up, dude. What the fuck? It is a dramatically different country. Might as well be a different country that you visited in 1997. Also, like, it's such a fucking funny take to be like, yeah, no, America's always had an interest in, like, making sure that Taiwan could be used strategically against China in an effort as like a fucking parachute cord if China actually maintains its regional dominance. Oh, sick. Okay, then it makes it all right then. No, that's right. That's fine. Yeah, no, totally.
Life taken so violently as by the hands of a terrorist. If those lives...
Yeah, no, they're blah, blah, blah. They're talking about the fucking old Al-Qaeda guy. Nobody cares, dude. Anyway.
One, albeit that was 25 years ago, Kate, and the circumstances today are incredibly different, but...
You just want Taiwan to become a communist like China? Why not help real China to reclaim control of the mainland once and for all? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, America is going to finally strike a blow at the heart of Maoist China. You know, it didn't happen last time. Like, last time they got their shit pushed, but this time it's different. You know what I mean?
But the Biden administration has been calling on China not to escalate things, with the Secretary of State saying if there is a crisis that's created here, that would be entirely on China. And I also think, Kate, that it's important to realize that this visit by the Speaker of the House isn't happening in a vacuum. And it comes as U.S. intelligence officials have been saying publicly that China has been working hard to be able to militarily take over Taiwan. So while the Biden administration says this one China policy.
Why are we talking about this? What the fuck? Oh, dude, come on. It's an island. It's going to be really difficult to do a fucking sea invasion. it would require a tremendous amount of, manpower. Like, why? Why are we talking about this, dude? Why? Why are we talking about this? Like, Taiwan has is the high ground. If the PLA tried to invade it by water, like, it's well positioned. It's holy fuck. It's insane. It's insane. Taiwan shores are borderline unbreachable. Okay, but like the idea that we're having this conversation is fucking psychotic. Do you understand? Why are we having this conversation right now? Why are we having this conversation right now? Because fucking Nancy Pelosi went to Taiwan. That's what I mean. It's like you're rocking the boat.
Stands, and Speaker Pelosi also said that in her statement, this physical show of support in the context of China trying to build up militarily to take over Taiwan is in and of itself significant.
Yeah, Kylie, thank you so much.
No, because China won't recognize Taiwan's independence. Yo, Taiwan doesn't recognize Taiwan's independence. Shut the fuck up. America doesn't recognize Taiwan's independence. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I hate this. You're an American. You don't give a fuck about anyone's independence. What the fuck do you mean? You're an American, dog. You can't fucking sit here and be like, what about the independence of Taiwan? You can't say that. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, my Lord. The only independence I preach is independence from the top of the hour ad break. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those fucking ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free. Okay? Twitch Prime is free. As long as you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, you can get one free Prime subscription a month. Or you can get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Okay? American exceptionalism is a diseased love. Hope you get better soon. It's not. No, none of these motherfuckers think they're diseased. Consider that the PRC has never started a war since its founding, whereas the USA has only been at peace for 16 years. Show Sleepy ZZ, you have the worst takes on Taiwan. We've been independent for several generations. What do you mean Taiwan doesn't even recognize its independence? Stop speaking for us. Bro, I really hope it works out for you, okay? Now that Nancy Pelosi's out there, I really do. I really do. As a Taiwanese person, I think you're having a real Latinx moment right now. You want for us what you think is right without regarding what we think. Even if U.S. support is shallow, it's what most of my generation prefer. Just because you are cynical of the U.S. doesn't mean the rest of the world wouldn't welcome it. I heard this exact same shit about Ukraine. Look at Ukraine right now. I mean, have fun. Hey, look, go ahead. Have fun. Have fun with Taiwan. I'm sure America will help you out a lot. It will help you tremendously, okay? It will, I'm sure. Latest polls show that support to maintain the status quo indefinitely is basically what the people want. Unification is very unpopular, but that's obvious, I think. Yeah. But listen, but this is not Nancy Pelosi's step. Who's offending you now? No, no one is offending me. No one is offending me. It's just like, look, I don't know any better than you, man. I'm just telling you, just go have fun with it then. Look at all of America's liberations. You know what I mean? They've been wonderful. They've been wonderful liberation projects. Go ask the Kurds. You know what I mean? What it looks like when America liberates you. Have fun with that. Have fun with the top of the hour ad break too, by the way. That's unrelated, but you know, kind of related. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Can you make the cam smaller? We can't see the whole graph. Here it is. Bill Vog, thank you for the 19 gifted subs. Chai Dynasty, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Anyway, they're teenage Taiwan nationalists who have no connection to reality, and DPP erasing Chinese history from their education has played a significant role in this attitude. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a good video on how most people in Taiwan think about China versus an older generation KMT's videos. We've watched this before, I think.
Independent media company, we pride ourselves in bringing you the most authentic and raw perspectives from Asia in the whole.
Thank you to the anonymous gifter for the 5 gifted subs. Like, America has never engaged in a diplomatic mission that has ended up playing positively. Okay, for whoever the fuck you think it's going to play positively for. That's it. And here, at least this guy is more honest. Why is it wrong to want China to fail if you recognize the problems with America and want them fixed? The CCP is almost as bad as the U.S. in terms of what they're willing to do to get results. I don't like the warmongering happening, and I'm slightly concerned that America will do nothing for Taiwan. Realistically, though, Taiwan is too important of a strategic location for the U.S. to give up so easily, unlike Ukraine. Like, this guy is playing armchair general shit, talking about fucking undermining or trying to destroy China by utilizing Taiwan. At least that's a more honest take, okay? Because ultimately it comes down to that, which is American, which is what U.S. liberals have always believed, which is American hegemonic power for the world is significantly better than Chinese hegemonic power, okay? That's what they believe. They think that, like, it's better that America dominates the world ultimately. Doesn't matter how many fucking brown people are getting murdered. Doesn't matter. No one else can control it. No one else can have a piece of the fucking pie. So we will do endless amounts of proxy wars to make sure that we achieve that position. We continue dominating the globe. Okay? That's the take. And that's an honest take. And that's why liberals will end up, unironically, doing shit like this. Okay? And then, exactly, they will turn back and say, well, they invaded Germany. The United States, remember when World War II happened? The U.S. invaded Germany. Look how good that was. Look how great that was. Okay, but a lot has happened between fucking World War II and now, where America has used the fucking glories of World War II, which they kind of like, you know, I mean, certainly they played a big role, a good role in World War II, but like, they kind of fucking wrote off the USSR's endless amounts of human bodies that they threw at the problem, right? Like, we did kind of get carried. We did kind of get carried. And in between that, we very quickly shifted our efforts and resources towards attacking USSR immediately after that. And we haven't stopped. Neoliberals and even so-called sock dems will become super chauvinistic as soon as they realize a lot more equitable world might mean they get less treats. As a Taiwanese citizen, I welcome any and all support from the United States in military capacity. I invite the communist regime of the mainland to launch an invasion of our island, mainly in the hopes that a cruise missile lands directly on my bitch ex-wife's house. We destroyed Japanese imperialism by ourselves. Yeah. Kansas is voting on a constitutional amendment regarding the protection of abortion rights today. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get to that as well. Okay. Anyway. Of course, there are Taiwanese people in America. Shut the fuck up. What's wrong with you? America's comprised of people of many nations. Wait, what? I don't know if this guy knows this, but I have a direct relative that's Taiwanese. Like, my aunt is quite literally Taiwanese. I am very familiar that there are, I know that there are Taiwanese people in America. What the fuck? That's crazy. When did I say that there are no Taiwanese people in America? Also, you're Taiwanese American. That was an answer to you saying no one in chat is actually Taiwanese literally just 15 minutes ago. No, I was talking about like from Taiwan, but we were memeing anyway. It's so fucked. Before the Chinese came to the island, was controlled by Taiwanese indigenous people. It was taken away from them, and they suffered gross mistreatment at the hands of the Chinese. Nobody ever talks about the real Taiwanese. They will. How is your aunt Taiwanese from a Taiwanese HasanAbi head? What the fuck? Yeah. Jank's wife is Chinese, Taiwanese, from Taiwan. She says she's Chinese, but, you know, that's what a lot of people say colloquially. Anyway. Does anyone else remember how we had a segregated society during World War II, held Japanese Americans in concentration camps and discriminated against Chinese people? Super high ground during World War II. Oh, yeah. You're not ready for the conversation about how the U.S. provided nearly all the industrial and mineral resources to the USSR in order to fight Germany. Just Lend-Lease was critical to the USSR. Wait, what do you mean I'm not ready for it? I am ready for it. What the fuck? Why did you say you're not ready for that conversation? Why are people saying, like, I mean, that's like a historical fact. No, that's not doubtful. That is true. You know who else actually... You know who else also helped the USSR industrialize? The Koch brothers. Well, not the Koch brothers, but the Papa Koch. Straight up. He helped Germany, and then Nazi Germany, and then he helped the USSR. It was certainly beneficial. Chatter is indeed correct. However, the U.S. sold raw mats to the Nazis prior to entering the conflict. Yeah, I mean, that's just because there's only one ideology that trumps Nazi ideology or communism, and that's capitalism. Yeah, this is like, you know, that's just how we roll, baby. What do you mean? Okay, let's get back to this, though. Here, let's finish this off.
Get over now to Susan Glasser, CNN Global Affairs analyst,
pee
staff
real quick
writer
as well.
for The New Yorkers. Susan, a lot of statements now are going to be issued, and a lot is going to be said. What do you see the real impact being of this visit for the U.S., for U.S.-China relations?
Well, look, it's a good question. I mean, one thing is, can you recall the, a similar amount of almost breathless attention being given to a congressional delegation trip, even one by Nancy Pelosi, in recent years, right? What's part of China's threats have backfired in the sense that they've called enormous attention to Pelosi's trip, which was almost certainly part of her intention in the first place, which is to send the message not only to China, but here in the United States as well, that it's both parties in the United States and not just the Republican Party that is dedicated to stopping China's efforts to take over Taiwan and to deny the people of Taiwan their legitimate right to determine their own government and their own future, right? So she has just had enormous visibility for her trip, heightened by the bluster and the threats coming from China. So that's one thing. The other thing, though, is that I fear this may represent essentially a new phase in the ongoing escalation towards some what feels scarily like an inevitable crisis over the status of Taiwan, given Xi Jinping's rhetoric.
I was going to ask you about that, because you've said that one China expert actually told you recently that this visit might be Xi Jinping's version of a wag the dog scenario. What do they mean?
Well, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because first of all, there's domestic politics even in an autocracy and a single party state as China is, and Xi Jinping is looking toward a
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's politics in an autocracy, which, of course, America is not a single party united under the banner of capitalism. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not how that works. I mean, obviously, we have a real democracy, guys. Come on. After all, you know, you can say that Joe Brandon is Winnie the Pooh out here. So clearly, we're so much better off. Also, what happened to that round-the-clock abortion coverage that we had over the Supreme Court of the United States, completely undermining the wishes of the Democratic majority of this country, or the Electoral College, or gerrymandering? Supreme Court might actually take on a decision that allows states to independently, through their state legislatures, undermine the democratic elections that took place by redistricting. Just so weird, dude. It's like, what? I mean, dude, that's different, though. That's so different. That is a different take. You're crazy, Hasan, for saying that. We literally have the fucking, we have democracy here. Fuck you. That's just whataboutism. You're not wrong, but it doesn't refute the political issues of China. Oh, shit, dude. I didn't know you were fucking typing that from Wuhan, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up, bitch. These are Americans in the American media talking about the Chinese autocracy. Stop saying it's fucking whataboutism. You're an American. Shut the fuck up. Americans will literally be like, Taiwan is our business. It's not China's business. How dare China fucking engage themselves with what's going on in Taiwan? That's our business. It's like, motherfucker, do you know where America is on the map in comparison to Taiwan? What the fuck are you talking about? You are also American? My point exactly. That's what I mean. I completely agree with you, but I do have a concern that if China gains control of Taiwan Strait, it will cause $3.5 trillion, 60% of all trade that passes through Asia, to be in control of the Chinese. Then again, if a war breaks out, then we will have a similar crisis to the Ukraine substance crisis. I mean, the Ukraine substance crisis has impacted at least oil and gas, right? And you saw it and you felt it here. But the other side of the Ukrainian crisis, which is now being solved a little bit, shouts out to Turkey, with respect to grain shipments, was impacting the third world. So Americans didn't give a shit about that. If Taiwan, on the other hand, is very different. It will fuck the entire world up. You know, the parts of the world that truly matter, and where white people live.
A very important party congress in the fall, in November, at which his role essentially as the unchallenged leader is to be cemented. And this is a very important moment for him. He wants to essentially send the message that he's the tough guy on Taiwan, and provoking a crisis over this visit, escalating this into more of a confrontation, using it as a cover potentially to take more concrete actions. I think that's the thing that's very worrisome. So I do think that there are politics on both sides of this, but the real worry is that we're just hurtling down the road toward a confrontation, because she has used maximalist rhetoric about Taiwan, not dissimilar frankly, from the rhetoric that you've heard from Vladimir Putin denying Ukraine's right to exist as an independent country. That is also the view that Xi Jinping takes toward Taiwan, that it
That was a really good, for the record, that was a really good. First of all, the historic difference between Ukraine and Russia is significant when you talk about Taiwan and China. It's not a policy that America has decided and agreed upon with respect to like Ukraine being Russian territory despite having autonomy. You know what I mean? So there is that. And that is something that for some weird reason everyone is just like refusing to recognize. Okay? So these are different circumstances. But what is wild about it is that the people still have the audacity to say that like, oh, this is just like Ukraine and Russia. This is just like Ukraine and Russia. And it's like, wait, what do you mean? But that's not a fucking benefit. That's not a positive. What the fuck are you doing? Even if you were to say that like Russia's ambitions on Ukraine were pretty obvious and they were going to invade anyway or whatever the fuck, like Russia had already taken a fucking chunk, right? Or Russia was already helping separatists at a chunk of Ukraine and Eastern Ukraine and LPR and DPR, right? With respect to the Taiwanese-Chinese relationship, no such comparisons exist. And that's precisely the reason why the majority just wanted the conditions that were set, that were agreed upon, to continue. But if you were to look at it, and state that this is going to be like Russia and Ukraine, well, look at Ukraine right now. You think that shit's good? PLA already took a part of Republic of China, mainland China. Yeah, no, I love that. No, that's true. Yeah, technically, the PLA did take over a part of the Republic of China, which is also known as mainland China. That's a fun. Yeah, it's what is China? It's called Western Taiwan, also known as the Republic of China. That would be really fun to argue for, I think.
does not have the right to exist independent of China.
From the drone strike that killed the leader of
So yeah, this is very similar to the Black Knight's fortress began attack by the leaders of Falador. I'm very much what? Would action on Taiwan by China incur more direct military action on part of the U.S. than Ukraine? I don't know. That's a RuneScape meme? I don't fucking know what that is. What are conservatives saying about this shit? They haven't even started talking about it yet. They're uninterested, I think. I'm sure they'll chime in. Because like this is a weird situation for conservatives. Because on the one hand, they want to be like, oh, you know, the Democrats suck, but this is American imperialism at play. And they can't say that because they hate, they can't say Democrats suck for doing this because, like, they also are kind of in agreement with this shit, with these kinds of actions, right?